Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. We have something very exciting today. Everybody loves a good declutter or a good chopping block video, and that's what we're gonna do. Phoenix over here on YouTube recently did a video or a review of her most troublesome fragrances that she loves. It's like a love-hate relationship with those fragrances. Are they gonna make it? Are they not gonna make it? You know, will they be in a declutter soon? So these are some fragrances that are really troublesome, you know, but I love them at the same time. Well, let's not say love. Let's just say they're a hard like, okay? Because they're really not a love. But they do give me trouble when I wear them. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that. They definitely affect my mood when I wear them. You know, it's like, do I really like them or do I not like them? I mean, are they worth getting rid of or are they worth keeping? So we're going to be talking about some of these fragrances today. I think I have 10 or 11 troublesome fragrances that I have seriously been thinking about getting rid of. So if you want to know what those fragrances are, and most of those fragrances are niche, y'all. Yeah, I got rid of a lot of my designer fragrances in my last declutter. So actually, all of these no, one's a designer and the rest, two are designers, but high-end designers, and the rest are niche. And hopefully, I don't know if my declutter video will be released before this, but if not, you'll see both. Hopefully, you'll watch both, okay? Please make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, turn on those notification bells so that every time I do upload a video, then you'll give me your feedback, recommendation, comment, or whatever else you want to talk about for the day. Follow me on Instagram. It's Marshmello or Marcelina Teresa. Y'all, when I do these reviews, I speak so fast at work. It's like, okay, blah, 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 blah. You know, when there's a code or when there's an emergency, you really have to get information within a short amount of time. So I'm like, okay, BP is this, gave this, did this, you know, this is what's going on with the patient. So I'm always speaking really fast and I'm multitasking at work. You know, somebody has a question over here, a question over there. I'm calling the doctor. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You know, I'm on the phone with the supervisor, on the phone with bed control. So I'm on the phone with the transfer team. So it's always something going on. And I'm like, you know what? I speak so fast because I'm so used to moving fast at work. You know, I literally have to learn how to speak slower, eat slower, slow down, and, you know, not everything doesn't have to be so like, you know, so fast and so like all over the place. So I'm definitely going to try to slow down in these videos and in these reviews, but that doesn't mean they're going to be any longer, okay? So anyway, the first fragrance we're going to discuss that is very troublesome to me, and a lot of you are going to be extremely shocked. I ordered this fragrance in January, and I'm really not sure. It's like a 50-50, y'all. I'm really not sure if I'm going to be keeping this fragrance. I've worn it like 3 or 4 different separate occasions, and each time, like, I couldn't wait to scrub it off. I couldn't tolerate it. And this is the loved and the most famous, the one that you have to secretly email about. You know, it's like a secret club type fragrance group. And this is no other than Evk Ruby and Vanilla. This fragrance right here is so troublesome for me. I feel like the fragrance is doing way too much. I was supposed to do a review on this, but because I'm having so much trouble with this fragrance, you know, I've been very hesitant, and I also have like a sample pack. Oops, sorry, y'all. I've been very hesitant to do a review. But yeah, Ebk Ruby and Vanilla, you know, there's some bergamot in here. It's so abrasive for me, and it's so sharp. Even if when I spray 2 sprays and I spray it like at a distance, y'all, this fragrance is probably the most beast mode fragrance I have in my collection, aside from Oud for Greatness. But this right here, just even 2 sprays far away is going to like, it's like, oh my goodness, this is like way too much. So yeah, there's bergamot in here. There's vanilla absolute. You know, I think there's some woody notes. Maybe it's the ambergris that's in here, or the Sicilian mandarin, but I love mandarin orange or orange scents. I love bergamot. I don't know if it's the combination or if it's the ambergris that's too strong or too potent, but this fragrance is very, very troublesome for me. I probably won't be giving this away. I will definitely sell it since I just purchased it in January and it did cost $320. So yeah, it's basically a new bottle, y'all. So yeah, watch out for this fragrance over on Instagram, most likely. You know, if anybody is interested in it, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram in the DMs. But yeah, this fragrance is super troublesome for me. And yeah, it's definitely on the chopping block. It's like 75% chopping block, 25% I may keep. I really don't know, y'all. So Ebk Ruby and Vanilla, it's too much for me. It might not be too much for you guys, but it's way too much for my nose and my senses. Told you guys my nose and everything is like super sensitive. So I'm able to smell and absorb everything, you know, and this is a lot, okay? It's a whole lot. All right. So the next one is Spirito Fiorentino, and this is by the house of Tiziana Terenzi. I just don't wear this, but I'm hanging on to this because it's very sentimental. Someone at So Avant-Garde sent me over this fragrance when I first started my channel, and you know, I just fell in love with it in the beginning. It does have a leather note. The fragrance is amazing, but it's definitely troublesome to wear, you know, because of the leather note. You know, inside it's a little, but it's good. It smells like Baccarat Rouge 540, you know, a little bit of vanilla with a leather note inside, but it's a really soft leather. But do I wear this fragrance? No, because I find that it's a little heavy on the leather. I'm not a leather fan, and it's a little troublesome to wear, y'all, but the bottle's stunning. The fragrance is beautiful. I would love smelling this on a man, you know, so yeah, very troublesome for me. And that is Tiziana Terenzi's Spirito Fiorentino. Beautiful fragrance, though. The next one is Porpora. Now, originally, I purchased Porpora because I wanted to... you know, I have Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle, and I wanted to compare the two. This one in here, this one, I think it's the Poppy. I really wanted to keep this. Now, it is similar to Portrait of a Lady, but it's not as elegant, sophisticated. It's not as smooth. It's a little more abrasive. They do have the same rose, raspberry, cloves, cinnamon, sandalwood. Like, it's a beautiful fragrance. But I think it's the Poppy in here. There's Poppy and there's chestnut added in this one. That's a little too much for me, you know? Yeah, it's really pretty, a very pretty rose fragrance. But like I said, I do have Portrait of a Lady. You know, Portrait of a Lady for me, they're actually both a little troublesome. They're very beast mode fragrances. This one is troublesome all the way through. This one is troublesome in the opening, but I love this one in the dry down, y'all. Portrait of a Lady, after about 30 minutes to an hour, it's such a stunning and amazing rose fragrance. You get that raspberry, that black currant in there. You get the cloves, the cinnamon, the sandalwood, and I absolutely love this. So, yeah, I think I might be getting rid of, not this one, that's for sure. It would definitely be Porpora because it's very, very troublesome, y'all. And I'm not sure if I'm going to wear this when I have Portrait of a Lady. But I do appreciate my time with it. Now, the next one I just did a review on. Now, I love this fragrance in the dry down, but in the opening, Darcy is definitely troublesome to wear. I love Athalia. I love Cassili, you know, Delina, all of those. Oriana, I like. But yeah, this one I like as well. But, you know, and if I can get through the first 30 minutes to an hour of Darcy, the dry down is very beautiful. But like I said, this fragrance is very troublesome. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it lasts. I'm going to be doing a niche declutter very, very soon. The next one is Gucci. Y'all, I don't even know why I still have this fragrance because I don't wear it. It's very troublesome because of the, there's almond in here, there's bitter almond in here, and there's chamomile. I love chamomile tea, but do I want it on my skin? It's really pretty. It smells like a nutty tea fragrance, you know? But yeah, I just basically bought this fragrance, or I'm keeping this fragrance because of the bottle. The bottle is gorgeous, vintage looking, classic and stunning, you know, but yeah, that's what I absolutely love about this bottle. It wasn't, you know, it was a fair price, but yeah, it's a very troublesome fragrance because that chamomile tea is very earthy, is very herbal, it's very aromatic, and I find it a little difficult to wear. I like it. I got a love-hate relationship with all of these fragrances here, y'all. So the next one is one that I paid full price for. I don't know why, but I bought this. I literally bought this fragrance like maybe 3-4 years ago. And look at it. I haven't even worn it. This is Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino. Initially, I love Neroli, but I find that this Neroli is way too heavy for me. It smells like it's giving me... because you know there's a lot of Neroli and Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy Extreme, and I think it's in Love Don't Be Shy as well. And I get that. If you threw some orange blossom and some vanilla in here, you know, and a little bit of sweetness, you would definitely have Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. But this fragrance, I don't wear it, you know. And the Neroli is very abrasive for me, and I think I paid a couple $100 for this bottle, but like I've had it for years and I don't wear it. So yeah, be watching out for this over on Instagram. Definitely a troublesome fragrance. The Neroli is really ridiculously heavy. You could use this for layering, which is good, but yeah, I have enough feminine, sweet, pretty fragrances with Neroli inside that I absolutely love. So yeah, this one, yeah, chopping block, 75%, okay? Not 75% off, but 75%. Chopping block, 25% I may keep, y'all. So the next troublesome fragrance that, you know, everybody loves is Instant Crush. You know, it's very abrasive. That's all I gotta say. Everybody says it's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540. It's definitely a compliment getter. You know, a lot of my coworkers love this fragrance, so I might end up, you know, selling it to one of them. But this fragrance for me is definitely troublesome because I find that I can only spray it maybe 1 or 2 times. I do love it, but I have Baccarat Rouge 540. It's so similar. This leans slightly masculine to me, but it's a really pretty fragrance. So yeah, I'm not sure, but this one's definitely a troublesome fragrance, and it's on the chopping block, y'all. And this is Instant Crush by Mancera. Mancera's fragrances, to me, they have a slight synthetic note, which everybody already knows. And, you know, it's just kind of hard for me to wear. I love Holiday more than I love Instant Crush. You know, that's definitely an amazing, like a vacation, summertime fragrance, but I have to spray that one light as well. It can be troublesome if I spray it a little too heavy. So the next one is one that I wanted to love so bad, and I like it. It's a hard like, but it's not a love. And this is Guerlain Santal Royale. The leather in here, I'm still getting the leather in here, y'all. So that makes this fragrance a little troublesome for me to wear. So, but it's a really pretty rose oud fragrance with some leather inside. But I find that when I do wear it, I'm just there's a bit of an annoyance with this fragrance there's a bit of an annoyance with all of these fragrances, aside from Portrait of a Lady, when I wear it. So I'm like constantly like, you know, trying to get used to the fragrance. And when I want to wear a fragrance, I don't want to have to get used to it. I want to love it upon first spray. I want to admire it. I want to deep breathe. You know, I just want to be able to take that fragrance in and just, you know, just smell it all day long. And these fragrances here today, they bother me, okay? So anyway, that's Santal Royale. Yeah, she's real troublesome with that leather note. A lot of people say they don't get it, but I completely get the leather note in this fragrance. It does dries down to a really pretty Oud Rose vanilla scent, but I think there's peach in here as well, and some sandalwood. I really don't get any of the peach, but I definitely get the leather, y'all. So yeah, don't know about this baby right here. The next one I think you guys already know. It's by the House of Navitus Parfums. Yeah, and this fragrance for me is doing too much. Just like Ebk Ruby and Vanilla, like it's too much. It's like, you know, they put everything in their mama inside of the fragrance. You know, the whole generational family, you know, 3-4 generations down. So anyway, this is Navitus Parfum Absolution. Yeah, and to me, this smells like Baccarat Rouge 540 with a whole bunch of other stuff thrown in, you know. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm hanging on to it because I love the bottle, you know, I love the presentation, I love the house. You already know I love Soir Exclusive. Idiola, I just gave away to somebody, but I absolutely love that fragrance, but it smells a little more like Delina to me, so it's like, I'm always constantly picking up my Delinas, the original one and the exclusive, before I pick that one up. So I ended up giving that away or decluttering. It'll be at a declutter to somebody that really appreciated it because it had been sitting around for what, like a year and a half or about a year, I think it was. And I wasn't using it because it gives me Delina vibes. So anyway, but this one, like I said, it smells like a almondy, chocolatey, a little bit of chocolate, Baccarat Rouge 540 with a hodgepodge of other stuff thrown in, and it's so abrasive for me, and it's just way too much. It's too much for my blood, okay? For my nose and my blood, okay? Because everything we breathe in is just being absorbed in our bodies. So the next one we have, and y'all, this is my favorite house, the House of Xerjoff. You already know I contemplated because I love the bottle too, but the fragrance is slightly masculine for me. And this is by the House of Xerjoff, and this is Accento. And love Accento, but it's troublesome when I wear it, and I think it's because it leans a little masculine, and I think it's the vetiver inside. There's some vetiver, there's some pineapple, you know, there's a lot of, I think there's some solar notes in here as well. There's some woody notes in here, but yeah, this fragrance is, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and spray this, you know, but yeah. Yeah, this is a very fresh, you know, airy fragrance, you know, almost reminds me of like a Versace, like a male Versace or a Creed fragrance with some pineapple on top. So yeah, I think this fragrance would smell amazing on a man, you know, or anybody that loves more of masculine scents, but I would hate to give away the bottle, but I don't want it to waste, y'all. I've only worn this one time. Actually, I haven't even worn it full body. I actually just sprayed it on my hand, sampled it, you know, every time I talk about it. Actually, no, I take that back. I think I wore it once full body when I initially purchased it, and it was a little too masculine for me. So yeah, this is Accento. This is not Accento Overdose. I love Accento Overdose. This is the regular Accento. Last but not least is Alien, and I absolutely love this fragrance. I have amazing scent memories behind it, but it's a little troublesome for me to wear because of the solar notes in here. There's some solar notes. I think it's a little salty. There's some sea notes in here, but I do love it. I do love the jasmine in here, and this is Alien Mirage. You guys see that I put a little bit of a dent inside. I did give one like a 5 ml decant out, but yeah, I brought this fragrance over at Harrods in London. You know, I was trying to, actually bought this one before I bought the original Alien. I had Alien Absolute, and then I bought this one, you know, and then I, you know, developed a love for it, and then I bought the original Alien. But overall, y'all, this fragrance, I oversprayed this a couple times, and it made me nauseous. And I think from then on out, you know, I don't want to wear it anymore. And it's just so troublesome for me to wear it or to pick it up, you know, to even go towards it, because I'm remembering the 2 days that I sprayed like way too heavy. And I was like, literally, I wanted to get in the shower and scrub it all off because it was way too much. But anyway, I think this is a limited edition. And this is Alien Mirage But yeah, I don't know. This one, like I said, I brought over in London, and you know, great memories, scent memories behind this fragrance, and I absolutely love. So out of all of these today, the one that I most likely would keep, aside from my Portrait of a Lady, I was just showing that to you guys, would probably be Alien Mirage. But yeah, that was my edition of Troublesome Fragrances. Thanks so much, Phoenix, for coming up with this idea. Head on over to watch her review on Troublesome Fragrances. And yeah, she had a couple in there that I thought the same thing about. And yeah, there's some fragrances that we love to hate, okay? Or we hate to love? We love to hate. I don't know, something like that. We got a love-hate relationship with these fragrances. But yeah, why hang on to stuff that we're not using when somebody else can enjoy it? All right, have an amazing day. Go out to the world, spread amazing sillage. Do good, be good, all of that. And I love you all. I'm tagging every single person or everybody that, other reviewers that want to do this video. So yeah, you are tagged, you, and you need to do fragrances that you have a love-hate relationship with and that are troublesome when you wear them. All right, bye-bye. Love you all.